I'm Piero Tortola. I'm a political scientist at the University of Groningen, and I'm also the PI of the REGROUP project. The politics of expertise is that part of political debate and contention that deals with the position and role of experts within liberal democracy. The politics of expertise is a legitimate space of political debate, which is influenced by many factors and made of many aspects. In our research, we isolate three such aspects, which are key in defining the perimeter of the politics of expertise. The first one is the question of the position of experts within the public policy making process, namely at what point experts intervene in this process and how much latitude they're given in defining the results of this process. The second one is the question of how much trust the public has in experts as they participate in public policy. And this concerns both the trust in the good faith of the scientific processes that are behind expertise, and second, trust in the fact that the recommendations made based on expertise are for the greater good of society. And the third and final factor is the question of scientific information and communication. And this touches on issues such as how widely scientific information is disseminated, who plays a role in this dissemination, and how easily this information is distorted by such processes as fake news and all sorts of disinformation. Scientists and experts played a crucial role in the way the pandemic was handled pretty much everywhere. So it's not really surprising that the politics of COVID-19 was, to a great extent, politics of expertise. And as such, it moved along the three aspects that I've described previously. But the politics of COVID-19 and the politics of expertise related to COVID-19 also presented some distinctive traits. Two of these had to do with the nature of COVID as a challenge. COVID was a highly multi-dimensional challenge which involved several fields of expertise and several related scientific fields, which sometimes pulled in different directions as regards the values and paradigms driving them. COVID was also, and this is the second aspect, a rapidly changing and evolving challenge. Not only was the situation on the ground changing all the time, but the knowledge itself on COVID was changing as a result of a constant influx of data and new information. Another two distinctive traits of the politics of COVID were more societal in nature. The first one was the fact that COVID happened in already highly polarized societies. And it became yet another layer in the so-called culture wars that were already going on in Europe and beyond. And the other societal factor is the fact that COVID was the first pandemic of the social media and internet era, with all that followed in terms of polarization of debate, echo chambers, and the dissemination of fake news and disinformation. Within the REGROUP project, we studied the politics of COVID expertise via the method of citizen juries. These are small groups of people, roughly 1 to 2 dozen, that get together to discuss issues of public relevance and deliberate with the aim of reaching shared policy recommendations. We wanted to reflect the policymaking setting of the European Union by organizing our citizen juries at two levels. The first was national. Here we organized 5 citizen juries in respectively Italy, Poland, France, Germany, and the Netherlands. And for each of these countries, we recruited 20 citizens who convened for 2 days and deliberated on the three aspects of the politics of expertise that I have highlighted before in connection to COVID. So the position of experts in COVID policy making, trust in experts, and also issues of information and communication related to COVID. At the second level, we randomly selected 4 citizens from each of the 5 national juries and gathered them in a transnational citizen jury that deliberated again for 2 days in Brussels, building on the results of the first 5 citizen juries. Discussions within the REGROUP citizen juries generated a wealth of information and findings on people's stances vis-à-vis the politics of expertise, and several policy recommendations which I invite you to read in the technical reports posted on our website. A few highlights. First of all, citizens' views on the role of experts in public policy making processes is quite balanced. Across all 6 citizen juries, participants expressed appreciation and valued the input of experts in policy making on COVID and beyond, but at the same time expressed some concerns about the democratic accountability and transparency of the work of experts within policy making processes. And in some cases, this led to the demand for more oversight of the work of experts. Trust also emerged as a key issue for participants, especially related to the perceived deficit in information and communication on matters related to COVID policy making, which in turn created a bigger space for misinformation to spread. When it comes to policy recommendations, I would like to highlight 4 here. First of all, the idea of creating permanent and interdisciplinary advisory bodies to be activated in the case of crises like COVID. Second, the creation of a body of mediators in charge of translating technical language into language and formats that are more digestible to a lay audience. Third, boosting efforts to increase citizens' scientific literacy, but also critical thinking skills via educational channels and institutions. Finally, involving citizens more in areas that involve technical decision making and the use of expertise, not only via citizen juries of the sort organized by REGROUP, but also via different forms of deliberation and in some cases referenda.